that I explained you in the previous lecture in the recursion. If you haven't gone to the previous lecture, just go through it first. I explained the theory of this problem and then the recurrence relation and the base condition. So the same thing like whatever I explained in the paper, you are a professional robber planning to rob a house along a street. Each house has a certain amount of money stashed. This is actually generally they just put it into the high level language or different language. The question is nothing, the same that I explained you. So you need to rob a house. The only consent is each of them is the adjacent house as the security system. Basically, you can't rob the existing house. It will automatically connect to the police. These are just as the languages, nothing else. So if two adjacent houses were broken, basically you can't rob the adjacent houses. So you actually have a number is given, number array is given, return the maximum amount of money you can rob tonight. So same example like 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you can do, if you can rob 1 and you can't rob 2, you can rob 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. That is the maximum amount you can rob it here. Similarly, this question, right? If you have chosen 2, then you can't choose 7. So 2 plus 9 is actually the 11, and then you can choose 1, that is 12. 12 is the maximum number, because if you choose instead of 2 you choose 7, so you can't choose 9, so you need to ignore 9. So from 3 and 1 the max is 3, so you will choose 3. So 7 plus 3 is 10, so that answer will be 10, but the maximum is this 12. So whatever the recursive code we have explained in the previous lecture, right, that I will try to code it here. So what you can do here, you can write a function, different function, a recursive function that would actually with the same name you can write a row that is actually taking the your array nums, right, and your index, the current index. What you'll do here, first you will apply a base case. If I less than 0, right, you need to return 0, else you need to return the max of same function will call if you have actually chosen I minus 2, then you can include the current number, right, or nums of I minus 1. What is the max in there? I mean you need to call the function. So rob of nums comma I minus 1. So this is your basic code, right, and you'll call this. We'll call this below function. We'll call the array and the greatest index. Greatest index actually the length minus 1, the max index. So this should be your code. We'll test this. Somewhere we made a mistake. Rob off. Okay, here we made a mistake. We need to pass the index as well. Nums comma I minus 2. That is the nums comma I minus 2. Right. Okay, we actually mess up with the bracket. So just nums of I minus 2 plus nums of I, right? This is the first thing. Nums of I minus 2, and the second one is this function. And this is actually under the max one. Right. Yeah, so this code is actually worked for the basic cases, right? These two cases. Now we'll submit for the more cases. So if you submit it for the more cases, like for example this array, so it got time limit exceed with the recursive code. Why the time got exceeded? Because when you create a recursive tree of this particular thing, you will see the overlaps. As the last we have explained the climbing stairs, right? So we are recomputing the same function again that like we actually already computed. So this is the overlapping problem. So in the next lecture in the theory, I will explain you what is the problem in the current code. The code is right, but it's taking the more time. So in the next lecture, I will explain you what is the problem in this current code and how to solve that particular problem by using the method of memorization. Yeah, thanks.